If you're right, and I think you are, about the evils of big tech and their influence that's hidden from us, don't you worry about exposing them? Don't you worry? Perhaps you're not worried about being assassinated, a la Jeffrey Epstein, about being a target, but you're certainly a target for their scorn, for their ridicule, and for deplatforming.
Yes, well, they did at one point completely remove me from Google News. And then about a year later, they put me back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have meetings. They're just people. They make decisions. Leadership changes. In 2019, so a lot went wrong for me in 2019. This was before COVID. But that's when I testified before Congress. It also happened to be when I did a private briefing for a bunch of state AGs. And, you know, I told them all kinds of information. I told them about our research and what we were finding, and some of it is really quite frightening. And afterwards, I went out in the hall, and one of these guys came out. I know exactly who it was. He's still an AG. And he came out and he said, Dr. Epstein, I don't mean to scare you. He said, but based on what you told us, he said, I think you're going to be killed in some sort of accident in the next few months.
This was the Attorney General for a state in the United States.
And who had just been through this briefing I'd given. So,
and he wasn't speculating that, like I'm speculating, that somebody might be after you. He said they are. People.
He said, I think you will be killed in some sort of accident sometime in the next few months. Now, obviously, I wasn't killed, but my wife was.
Ooh. Frightening. She was killed, or she died in an accident? Give us a little more detail about that.
She died in a horrific accident, which had some suspicious elements to it. And the little pickup truck she was driving, which got impounded, of course, was never examined forensically and disappeared mysteriously from the impound yard. I was told it had gone to Mexico somewhere.
Frightening.